of the universe, whatever, the divine, I don't know what you want to call it all. The all. Yeah, that's another one. Right. I'm in my kitchen. I've not done this for a while. We haven't really been playing games, but we've been uploading a couple of videos. We've been working on our editing, but we haven't been wanting to play the games. So we've running out of the content, whatever you call it. So today, I slept a bit better. Didn't sleep very well yesterday. So I've decided to go to the park with a bit of positivity. And I've been shopping. I bought this stuff again. I'm a bit of an addict on this. This is a healthy one. It's plant-based, I think. Where's me better glasses? Give me a second. Right, better glasses. What was I looking at? This thing. Yeah, it's plant-based. It's plant-based. So we bought that again. And we do end up overusing this, but we're going to be quitting the stuff eventually. So at the moment, we're kind of working on cutting it down, like, in a way. A lot easier if I could have got the herbal one, whatever you call it. I don't know what you call it. The medicinal one. But they mucked about with my booking. So I just don't... Anybody takes the mick out of me, I'm gone. Do you know what I mean? Simple. You had your chance. Don't muck with me. I'm gone. Bye. Same with the electric company. So the electric company were lying to me. I've been asking them to send me my statements. I've not spoken to them about this yet, but I've been asking them to send me my statements. And they said, well, can't you just look on the app? I said, no, you can send me my statements and I can sit on my table and go through it like with a fine toothpick and figure out how my electric doubled this year when I've not been using my lights since last October. You know what I mean? Something like that. I could probably figure it out by watching my game streams back. So how have I doubled? Well, what it was is they haven't been charging me. So they've been lying to me. So it's my fault that I got to pay you £1,000 because you haven't been charging me. Well, I had a direct debit set up. That's not my fault. You ruined me going to my caravan, or my dad's caravan, to try and quit a substance that I've been trying to quit for ages, which I'm struggling to do here in this environment. So I thought I'd go to the caravan for 30 days and do it there. Because I'm getting close to working again because my shoulder's improved. Let's put it this way. We've been on the stream a few times, haven't we? So where are we now? So this one goes up to there. This one I can nearly get up to there. I'd say it's gone up about another 3 or 4 inches. So, do you know what I mean? So I'm getting there. And every time I go to the park, hello mate, arms, put my shoulder on the grass. So I'm lying on the grass and I'm forcing my ass. You can kind of wiggle with your feet and you go down it and it makes my shoulder go higher. Freaking hurts, man. I'm making proper noises. But we're getting some more out of it, you know. And I've got my, I'm not going to show you it because it's got my address, but so I've got my UTR number, which is for, so if I earn any money, I've got to, at the end of the year, tell the tax man. I'm allowed to earn some money anyway, but I just want to do things official. I like things to have the paper, even though I don't drive, I want my driving license because eventually I want to drive. Not, you know what I mean? So, and soon I'm going to drive because, you know, I've had a driving license now for 2 or 3 years, but I planned it 3 years ago and I'm soon going to drive. So that's that. So that's that done. So bought vegan sausage roll again. We're not vegan, okay? All right? All right, so this is going to sound weird. This is a vegan chocolate bar. We're not vegan, people. Do you know what I mean? But we just bought one. Because we're eating some crap because we get the munchies because of our sleep aid. We're just trying to improve some things. We bought sugar-free jellies again, which we were doing about 1.5 years ago, if any of you remembers. Back then, got myself some organic spring onion, which I've been putting in my salad. I got some organic carrots. So I'm prepping. Basically, I'm going to fix my 3D printer if I can. I'm going to fix my PS5 controller. I should be able to do that, definitely. And I'm going to prep my salad. And something else. I don't know what else. What else is it? Prep. Oh, leek. I bought leek. I bought organic leek. I am not being funny, but when it comes to this stuff, people, it's negligible in price, you know? I understand people are, you know, cost of living is expensive, you know? But when I'm going into this, I'm not going to give the brands, but if I go to the supermarket, they do an organic brand. It ain't that much more expensive. It's only when you get to the fruits, it gets a bit, what the flop, a dub. Do you know what I mean? So, we bought a couple of keto cakes. We just didn't make them yet. We ended up buying a cake over there the other day. So, So we're gonna prep some carrot, some leek, put it in my bags in my freezer. Right, I'm not a vegan, all right, people, because we get a few problems on my channel. People like giving me a bit of grief. So, but this is my freezer, all right. Bum, 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 bum. This is genuinely all the meat I own, all right. And I just bought both these things, all right. Okay, there is my meat-free stuff. That's new. We don't know what that tastes like. That is actually nice. These are just spring rolls. These are nice. I've showed these before. The sausages are nice. Hence, I've got 2 lots of them. Here's my cooked dinner stuff that I prep myself. Purple broccoli, some sprouts. I make my own cabbage, you know, kale, 2 types of cabbage. There's me organic carrots. So we're going to add into that. And our stir fries down the bottom. We don't have meat with our stir fry. So basically, just avoid a bit more meat most days, you know. Maybe one day we'll be veggie, maybe one day we'll be a vegan. I ain't got a clue, but I'm not one, all right. But there's no harm in me changing the way I do things. What am I making? I'm not making anything. I'm prepping my food and trying to fix my PS5 controller. I've had a broken controller for 4 years. Basically, you take the wire out, you get maybe 5 pushes out of the buttons and it dies, and it's been like that since I've had it. I've actually finally done it. I've had enough of this frustration. I'm removing some micro frustrations out of my life. I've got enough negative shit going on. My 3D printer's been absolutely broken for 4 months. My PS5 controller has been a nightmare to use for 4 years. So we bought a battery for it to stop me being moany about that. And then I can get the 3D printer moaning. No, I'm not moaning about that. I fixed me treadmill, bought a new one, not moaning about that anymore. Got to get a PS4 battery for my controller in there, because every time I try and use my treadmill, the wire got to keep plugging the wire in. We're just removing some micro negative things that are around me, you know. So basically, so that's me foodie prep. So I might prep my food first and then have a go with some of that other stuff, because I might have to get a spanner from somebody, because all my tools are in my son's house because I was doing his bathroom for him last year. I've got to do a couple of things over there. So I've left my tools over there, and I wouldn't have a spanner small enough for that, but I got a little adjustable over there. It might help. I don't know though. So right then, let's get on with some prepping food. So we're still doing the carb balance. We were supposed to make our own bread, but we get ill so many times, it's hard to, once you've got a momentum going with something, let's say like I don't eat much meat. I still eat meat, I don't eat as much, because I've been doing that now for like 5 years, 6 years, 8 years-ish, not quite. As I've gone on a bit further, it's got to become a bit more of a habit. So it doesn't break, the habit don't break. If I'm really ill, I do go over to takeaway, but it's not like fully done. So the organic food, when I make a Sunday lunch, I buy a bit organic and some of it's not, but all I know is I'm not buying their cabbage anymore, so at least I'm getting 3 types of cabbage, well, kale, 2 cabbages, that's more health value for me. Whether it does anything or not, if you think it does, it does. Simple as that. Alright, we're going to prep a salad, make this stuff, and then we're going to attack that 3D printer. And there's the 3D printer there. Alright, it still don't work. We managed to get it to print one thing, but it's tiny. Because we have what is called the blob of death, people. The blob of death, and it actually genuinely was a blob of death. So, I don't know where it's gone, but we did print something yesterday, very small. There's the blob of death. Oh no, don't be underneath. No! No, I can't get to it. Are you serious? So what we've done, we've cleaned the print head off, the heated head, because it was, oh my gosh! Why are you there? Oh my gosh, he's going underneath the fridge now. It's got a bad shoulder, see that? Oh. So we did actually print the print off. It actually worked, but the rest are failing. There's an F1 key ring, basically. So it printed that, but it's tiny, as you can see. So there's the blob of death. That is literally what was around my print head. It had literally hardened plastic to the exact shape. Look how deep that is. Look how thick that plastic is. Look at that. It's exactly the same shape as my printhead or heater head. I don't know what you call it. Are you a planner or spontaneous? I'm a spontaneous person, not a planner. Just be, man. Do things, man. Why think about it? Just do it, baby. Be free, baby. Woohoo! Come on, hair. Stop being annoying. It's definitely not as bad as it was. It's definitely getting better. Sideboard still ain't growing fast enough, so I can put it up again. So there we go. Done. Let's move that out of my way. Can you go somewhere else, please? It's in my face! Many thanks for that thumbs up. It's very kind of you. How am I supposed to... It's in my face. Well, I can't see myself. That's a good thing, I suppose. So... And we're getting close to thinking about... We nearly bought some today. I got a juicer here. I was using it about 2 years ago, but some stuff was going on, so I didn't get in the momentum of it. Like I said, I've been half eating meat on and off now for years, so it's become a habit now. It's part of my life. Whereas I was starting to make my own ginger shots, and it was only like I did it twice. It didn't become a habit. So when I got ill, it wasn't part of my sinew, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the word is. You know what I mean? I don't want to say the words that I want to say. One day I will say the words I want to say. So, we're going to prep that. Hello, Chan, how are you, bud? Diddle-diddle-diddle. How's it going? Can you see me or is it in the face line? I know it don't matter. I'm not trying to be seen. Why is it in my face? Why can't I move it somewhere else? I don't know. Answer that question ASAP, because I can't move the bloody thing. So, we'll take one skin off of it, just for dirt, really. I'm no expert on this stuff, people. I would have been if I could have had a garden and grown my own stuff or had a bit more land, you know. I don't want an allotment. I'm not one of them. I'm not a person that... I'm going to go to my allotment today, then going to get there and then I'm going to come home and, you know what I mean? I'd rather have a garden and do it in my garden, do you know what I mean? If that makes any sense. There's a leak. Doing well in the angle is okay. It's a nightmare. I can't move the thing. Planner or spontaneous? Are you a planner or are you spontaneous then, Chana? You're not answering the question, man. We still haven't quit our stuff, but we're kind of thinking about it. We haven't got a lot of it, and there's been a couple of nights I've nearly been close to not doing it. So it's there, the energy's there. Not having a game has been a problem, and having it kind of... I'm in the middle of doing it, and then something goes wrong. Whether it's 3D printer breaking, controller breaking, treadmill breaking, or something else has happened. I don't want to say what that was. And then the last time I was trying to do it, something else happened. Don't want to say that what that was. So basically, that we were going to go to the caravan. It doesn't mean we were going to quit, but it meant that if I go to the caravan, I get bored. So if I'm sitting around all night long, I haven't got a game to play. I'm going to get rid of this. So because it's doing my thing. You know, I haven't got a game to play. That keeps you busy. It keeps your mind busy. Keeps your hands busy. Wherever you believe in idle hands and all that saying, it is true. Do you know what I mean? I quit drinking by playing a game. I did 6 weeks no booze, from doing it 7 nights a week to doing it no nights a week immediately, just by playing a game. So it keeps your consciousness busy. That's the correct word. Consciousness. But you've got to enjoy the game you're playing. Do you know what I mean? You've got to be enjoying the time you're having while you're playing the game. This one does feel a bit bad. We're doing another one. Taking this one off as well. Bit of a waste, really. If I had a garden, I could not be throwing this away. I'm using it for, what's the word? Fertilizer. Letting it do whatever it does. So, right. So, I usually buy my leek and it comes in a bag. I was thinking about mixing it with my cabbage, but I want to make sure I add it. Do you know what I mean? I was going to nearly think about putting it in the cabbage bag, so I just have one bag and it's all ready done. What are you, though? Me? I'm not a planner, no. I'm a doer. I'm a reactor. I'm just am. You know what I mean? So. If I play a game, I'm a planner in the sense, how am I going to learn this game? What do I need to learn in this game to make me better at this game? You know what I mean? That's more of a planning thing when it's more of a that. But when it comes to food, changing diets, I don't plan it. I just wake up one day, I've got a good vibe, let's do it, baby. Hence today, you might have noticed, somebody might not have noticed, but I've uploaded a short. That is not a live stream, I uploaded a short. I woke up today and I decided after some stuff that happened yesterday, right, let's have another crack. Let's have another crack. So, and I just went out and did it. Didn't plan it, did it. Which one is it? So I don't cut them off. We keep one of these. And we keep one of these. These are organic as well. That'll do for today. So that's 2. There we go. So that's for me salad later. Might as well wash it, and I'm probably doing damage to it by using the tap water, but feels better when it's wet. Doesn't it? Feels better when it's wet. Coffee consumption, we're definitely better than what we were. I don't know if any of you remember. I haven't done this for a week or 2. So we're back on decaf. We're back on. I'm not sure how many we're having. I'm sort of not having coffee around about. Depends what time I wake up, I suppose. If I don't wake up till like 9 or 10 or 11, obviously I'm having coffee till 2 or 3 or 4. But it depends when I wake up. So I'm not sure what the window is. But it's definitely improved. There's definitely been an improvement. I'd say 25% reduction in my coffee. Plus I'm having decaffeinated ones as well when I don't feel like I need the caffeine. You know what I mean? Been going on the treadmill, been riding my bike. Not been riding my bike twice. Like I said, I wanted to do my driveway and put my bike out in the open. And then it'd be easier to get to. I checked that out. Oh, you've got more than 10 viewers. Yeah, sometimes you get. It's weird how YouTube works. I wish it would just kind of. People would come in naturally. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. I wish your thing would just appear and it would stay there, and then people could decide if they want to come in or not. Instead of sending it to people, they click, they come in. It's not what they're interested in. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is right, isn't it? Chopping is definitely easier with a bigger knife, but I am not pretending to be any sort of expert on chopping. How much of the... I genuinely don't know this. How much do you use? Still taste oniony. You see that or not? I'll see you later, Chana. Have fun. We haven't fixed the kettle yet. That's 120%. 120%. £120 error. It's not something I'm willing to just do yet. We're getting that. We've got to get that 3D printer working again, functioning. Get that flow going, because we were starting to buy some paints and we were going to next buy the acrylic, which would protect it. So if I was to paint this now, because I don't have the Pro printer where you can have 3 different kind of coloured filaments, if I want to paint that now, it'd slowly come off. So there was a resin I was going to buy to put on it, and then I was going to test it to see if it would be hardy. Plus, it can't be toxic, it can't be this. In case kids put it in their mouth, I think ahead on that stuff. I'm more planning with that because that's people's might put it in their mouth. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't just make some and then sell it because you don't know if a kid's going to put it in their mouth. Do you know what I mean? So I've got to make sure it's safe first before I move forward. So many thanks for the thumbs up, appreciate it. This is just leek for my Sunday lunch. Forgot how much this was. I didn't bring my receipt in, but it wasn't that expensive. It's obviously more expensive than standard stuff, but I'm into putting good stuff in my body. I put a bit of bad in it at the end of the night. I like to balance it out by at least not hating myself by constantly putting bad in my body. I'm pretty good with my body for on and off for quite a few years now, but there's one thing that's been causing me a problem that I didn't actually start. It was, I don't want to say much about it. I'm not going to say much, right? I was very much into looking after my vessel, temple, body, aura, whatever you want to call it, my energy, whatever, I don't know what you want to call it. Gotta be careful what you say on the internet because somebody's always ready to like label you, box you in, whatever, you know what I mean? So, right. Right, I want to loosen them up. So they look like the other stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. I've seen a bag of it, I've been buying it. Now I'm going to make a more healthier one by making it myself, and it's always loose. So I'm making it loose. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm using common sense like I use in a game. I'm a common sense player in a game, which is very rare. People go like, oh, that's common sense, yeah. No, it's not. You played games for 20 years. They got no common sense, man. They got no common sense. Game sense to me is common sense. And people haven't got it. They definitely haven't got common sense. Got people that have got educational sense. They've got a grade. They can sit in a quiz and they can answer questions, and I can't answer them. And I look at them thinking they're smarter than me. But when it comes to common sense, I'm an abundance. They aren't. No offense, but I've been seeing it on and off for years, but I've always had a negative way of thinking about my smartness because of school grades and stuff like that. And I've just realised common sense is much more powerful than a grade in the school. People don't have common sense. So. I'm crying! Because it's basically a spring onion, I think. Whoa! Let's have a look. Ah! Oh my gosh, there's loads of them. I can feel them. They're all like perfect little rings. Little ringies. Little rings. Getting them all open. I feel better about it now because I'll eat this and I'll think that's an organic one. That is going to be good for me. That one is. I will think that way. I ain't got big words, so sorry. I just say what I feel. Sometimes people jump on what you say because you use the wrong word. They get the dictionary out on you. I didn't mean it that way. It's how you mean stuff. That's what matters. It's the intention. Well, that don't feel right. That felt like a block. Bloody hell, man, my eyes are watering. playing a different game. We're not loving our games at the moment because obviously we're a competitive player, and if I'm not either teaching somebody else to be as best they can be in a game, so they don't feel bad about themselves or people don't bully them or whatever the reasons is behind it that I'm doing it, or they get a wall. The game that I was playing was just lagging me out so much it was hell, but I could still play better than most people. Do you know what I mean? But a lot of people don't realise the importance of my style. Do you know what I mean? How I play. So my intention was to. So we haven't got the game. Oh my gosh, my eyes! We haven't got the game at the moment, but we've been thinking about just playing it a little bit to coach. But we have got a couple of other games installed. One game we can't play yet. It's called PUBG because it doesn't like my name. I think they got a strict. Oh my gosh, my eyes are on fire! No! What have I done? Why didn't I do anything? Why didn't I wear it? What can you do? You can do something, can't you? Oh my gosh! What have I done? Well, I knew this was going to happen. What is wrong with me? Why did I do this? What can I have done? I could have put a sheet over it. Yeah, and then some of the fumes would have come out. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. My gosh. Yeah. Right, I got to take that one out. That's like... I don't know what that is. That is like the core of it. Right, I think we're pretty close to it being done. Took a bit long. We're over the top there. We've gone a bit too far here, people. We wanted to make them all separate. Instead of them being little vinyl records, they're now little hula hoops. And that's what they used to look like. They look like that. There's a couple in there that aren't quite like that. You aren't. That's my leek for my Sunday lunches. Right. This is my Sunday lunch drawer. We have 2 Sunday lunches a week. You can't have 2 Sunday lunches a week. I can do anything I fucking want to. So where's the old leek? Where's the old leek? And then it comes in all the bits and bobs. I've been buying it regularly and it comes in a tiny bag. I thought, oh, sod it. I've got a bit of motivation today. I've had a sleep. And that's why I've done a lot of stuff today. So, feeling a bit better spiritually, let's call it. I don't like to say too much on her. We've got to do the carrots in a minute. Organic carrots. These are already organic carrots. I'm not going to show the brand, but I did buy this brand of carrots. And they were bland. I also bought something else off of them not long ago as well. These were bland, the actual brand. I don't want to say anything. Right. Okay. Basically, don't feed your kids that. It ain't doing nothing for you. What was it? An onion. I bought an onion. It was bland. It looked like an onion. It felt like an onion. It cut up like an onion. But it wasn't an onion. It was more like a potato. Every time you bit it, it had nothing. Nothing in it. So we bought that. Cut our parsnips up. We could put the leek in there and mix it up. What do you reckon? I just want to make sure I get enough leek. So we're not going to do that. We're going to put it in a bag. And we're going to add some leek in. Because the leek's quite oniony. I don't know if it is an onion, but it is got to be at the same family of that. So there's your spring onion. And then the leek's like 10 times the size of it. So, I don't know. I didn't get a chance to learn that kind of stuff about the growing side of food. I wanted to, but I haven't got a garden. I was going to grow some herbs. I've got all the pots. I just got ill again. So, it is what it is, people. Never mind. Tomorrow's a new day. You are. So we've got some leek. We've got some leek and some cabbage. My freezer is defrosted and it's staying defrosted. The floor is swollen because I let it defrost all over the floor. I was very unwell, but I know I needed to do it, and we ruined the floor. But the floor kind of needs replacing anyway. I had to kind of knock it about when I first moved in because some of the laminate boards had moved. So we're going to have to replace it. I've got to paint this entire room anyway now because I've ruined that wall over there by putting copper tape on it and tried to peel it off, and it's ruined the wall, so I've got to paint this whole room. Got to paint the whole hallway as well because I tried to touch it up with a pot of paint I had here and it doesn't look anything like the same colour. So I've got to paint the hallway. My ceiling paint is peeled off because obviously somebody in here before, I think, turned off all the alarms, and the alarms would have done the expeller as well. So we've got paint peeled off the ceiling. We've got to fix that. We've got so much to fix in here. We just haven't had the motivation. And with the shoulder going, it's not been able. I've not been able either. Right, let's give these a quick wash. Right, done. Right, this isn't actually organic, but we're not going to let it waste. I'm sure we'll not remember this. Oh no! It's all in the mind, people. It's all in the mind. Done. We still got this. We could use that, but we're going to find that out later. The end stuff. It's proper right at the end, so we're not going to hate ourselves for throwing that bit away. You could say, why didn't you give it to a rabbit? The rabbit might eat it, but it might burn his eyes, though, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? It'd definitely burn his, you know what, on the way out. Right. When this is not sharp enough, it doesn't quite work. When it's too sharp, it needs to be sharper. Wrong one, you bot. Oh shit. We're using that shoulder, people. We're almost able to punch, but it hurts at weird spots. What else can I do? I haven't been able to do my yoga for my liver since December the 31st because I can't get my shoulder to go behind my hand behind my back. But it's getting closer to that, so we can start doing liver yoga again. This might be too sharp now. Touched it. Maybe it's a bit big. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's better. Got a bit more, less surface area. I can feel when it gets stuck. I can move it just a micro bit. That's my gaming brain, that is. Because the knife's quite heavy, it's digging in. This has got it's a bit lighter, less weight behind it. Oh my gosh, nature, the park looked really lush green. Proper lush. You can basically not have to cut it off, but because it is organic, I just got a habit of doing it. Do you know what I mean? We're going to leave this tray in here. I do wish I had my bin in this room, and I haven't got to keep doing the walking, but it's a kind of exercise as well, so... Oh my gosh, this one's tiny. Bit too much cut there. This definitely needs to be a bit sharper. Oh yeah! So my tip is don't buy the kettle I've got. If you can work it out. I don't want to... Hello there. Gilly GSN. How are you? Sorry if I call you Gilly. I really need a game that I'm really into. Anybody who knows FPS games, they're not very good anymore. They haven't been good for 20 years. Something like that. They found a way to make as much money as they possibly can out of kids with these microtransactions, and they're turning the games off as well, so you can't play them after a certain time. So there ain't many good games anymore. Usually the best games in the past were the ones that the community modded. So the community were basically keeping the game going, and they made the game better. They tweaked it because it was moddable. Obviously game companies don't want that anymore. They want to control the game. You know what I mean? So it's not easy to find a good game anymore. Audio is usually bad in all games, most games. Some games have good graphics, but they have terrible audio. So it's not been a good experience for me gaming. I'm a team player, I'm a competitive player, I play to win, I don't mind losing. If I lose, I try and improve. Like you're playing with people that would rather moan with their mics than communicate with their mics. I don't know what happened in school, what they've taught the kids of today, but it never used to be like that. We used to do teams, we used to do teamwork, we used to use communication. So for somebody like me who played in the past with real players and people that want to do teamwork and people that want to play to win, not look good or not moan at somebody else all the time, it's their fault and it's not, you know, obviously everybody makes mistakes, but if you're not improving, you're not trying to improve, then obviously they deserve to be moaned at, or you find somebody else to play with, you know what I mean? So if you're not trying to improve and you are, then you obviously find somebody else to play with, you know what I mean? So moaning is allowed, but to a degree. We haven't got a game, so we've just been playing odds and sods of games just to do some editing and keep me busy for an hour. I think it's lasting for about an hour and a half, and I'm getting a bit bored because I'm genuinely just a competitive player. I'm not a gamer. A gamer to me, what does gamer mean? Gamer means to somebody who could like play this game today for 2 hours, and then tomorrow they could play another game completely different for 2 hours, and they won't even. Don't care. The next day they could go and play another game for 4 hours and it'd be a different game. I can't do that. I get bored. So I need to play the same game and like have like a kind of learning curve and keep improving and stuff like that. Whether that's a subconscious thing, whether I'm built that way, I don't know. I kind of enjoy it, so it's not a problem for me. It helped me quit booze. It has been helping me quit, you know what, my sleep substance, but we had to quit the game, so it's making it harder for me to quit. Because I've not got a game to keep my mind busy. Just for about 2 weeks and I'm alright, you know what I mean? Because it's going to be 2 weeks of no sleep and 2 weeks of, what do they call it? Withdrawals, urges, and it's going to be, I don't know how long the sleep problem will last. We've done 60 days without it and we're not even getting, I think, days. That's how bad it was. Or usually it's 3, 4, or 5. Sometimes some 6s are in there. I had 2 7s, I remember. So I quit it for 60 days. I got it out of my system. So my brain was definitely trying to shut down a bit more. But it wasn't enough because I was still waking up and all that. So, quite drowsy enough still. And that was 60 days. So I think 90 days and I should put my system in. Because my body doesn't make whatever it needs to do to get me to sleep. So the drowsy bit, you know what I mean? So we'll get there. So I thought I'd stream this because it's a bit tedious. Oh, bugger. Broke the bag a bit stupid, didn't I? I could have used that bag, didn't I? Should have a pair of scissors somewhere. Lost my main scissors that go in here. Where'd it go? It's not very good at chopping. We didn't get a chance to practice it. Got on the bloody floor. I'm not leaving it on the floor. This is organic stuff, man. I'm not throwing it away. Hello there. Right, organic carrots done. Organic leek done. Right, so that's a Sunday lunch sorted. We'll probably have a Sunday lunch on a Wednesday. So now I got organic leek, organic carrots. The cabbage are standard. I don't know if they do an organic one. Hello. Decaf now, people. Got to empty this one, put decaf in. We've had our dandelion tea. Basically the park thing. Riding my bike to the supermarket, getting some small amounts of shopping, goes in a backpack, and then going to the park, grounding, feeding the squirrels, and coming home is kind of part of my activities for my day, if that makes sense. Shouldn't there be two of these? Yeah, there is. Prep my salad now, and that's all the food prep done. Then we can look at we're going to do the controller first, get that done. It's been an annoyance. It's just like a minor, very minor, micro, negative energy experience for me for pretty much since I got the controller. It just dies straight away, and you're like, got to keep getting the wire, or you can't have it on your shower because the wire is across your body. Do you know what I mean? You go to use it, and then it goes dead again. You've got to press the PlayStation button again to get it working again, to press the button again, and it's just like, I've been putting up with this for like 4 years. Like my bedroom has been a bomb site. I don't sleep in there, but it's been such a chocolate block situation. I've just cleared up one wall. I'll let you see. Haven't there private? Let me tidy that wall up. Doesn't seem like a lot for anybody out there, like, but when I walk in, I've got a clear walk thing. All I've got to do is clear that up, and it's better. I bought a chin-up bar 2 years ago, but I left that room, moved out, so. So, what we have now is we have normal onion, salad. We make a salad, and then we put these bits in the salad. time of day, I think. It's that time of day, people. Leftover carrots, get rid of it. Part of my salad done. Prepping a salad. So basically, once we get our salad done and our tea prepped, we can have a go at the controller. And I'll probably have to get some spanners from somebody. What am I having today? Fish. We're going to have that fish. And tomorrow we're going to have a stir fry. They got the worst stems in the world, these mushrooms. Start heating the oven up. A piece of fish. Haddock yellow. So we're not vegan people, right? Maybe one day we will be, but at this moment in time, I've got to quit something in the background, which is causing me a lot of problems. So I need to get that out of me. Now, I've tried to do it a few times, and I've been pretty much getting it done well. I made a couple of mistakes, and I learned from them, and then some bad stuff happened to me, and made it harder to do it again. We'll get there again. Mushrooms basted. That's an organic mushroom and a shiitake mushroom, that is. Right. I quit chips over a year ago. It wasn't that hard. I thought it was going to be really hard. So we have them rarely. I had some sweet potato fries on, when was it? Saturday and yesterday. So we still have it. Oh, we bought some, we don't know if we're going to like these. These are vegan. We don't know if we're going to like them though. So we did buy these. So we can't try, we could try one. We could try one today and eat it later maybe. If it's horrible, we don't have to eat it, do we? So no chicken tikka slice. It should be alright. Obviously it's carved up, but I don't know if they've got to be microwave or what. We've never bought them before. And the writing is bloody tiny. Right, okay, cool. Got so much salad stuff, man. It's a bit of a chore, man. Ay, ay, ay. A decaffeinated coffee. We've had a thingy. We haven't drank much water today, so we'll have a bottle of water with us when we go on the game. I don't know what we're playing. We're going to play this game that we're playing. We only play it for about an hour, and that's enough for me. We'll get a recording on that, and then maybe we'll play the game that I used to play later. Give me some something to do. What we're going to do, we're going to cook our vegan chicken tea, well it's not chicken, tikka pasty, see what it tastes like for tea, and we'll save it for later. Then we know it's nice. It's the problem when you're buying stuff you don't know. It's probably going to be nice. But we've got to kind of avoid carbs, so obviously it's pastry. This knife is definitely better to chop with in some description. We're not chopping very well at the moment, but a bit more of this. This is basically 90+% water. Definitely easier. We bought the new Badger Gold soap. We've been coming across it on and off now and again. We keep seeing it, but we haven't been too happy, so we haven't wanted to buy anything. We make a pizza when we make a salad. Basically. There is no pastry. Dough, whatever you call it, sorry. We found this lady, I don't know who she is, but I've not actually subscribed to her yet, but she got a little workout video and it's only like 4 or 5 minutes long. I like it. It's just easy. I don't like long stuff. I'd rather go on my treadmill for like 5 minutes and then go out on my bike towards the supermarket and back, and then go on my trampoline for 3 minutes and then get my hand grips out while I'm doing the trampoline. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather do that and be chored up by going somewhere and just working out relentlessly, because I haven't got the shoulder for it, I haven't got the motivation for that, but at least we're doing something. It's better than nothing, isn't it? Oh, there's a bit of salad left over, I've just noticed. Broccoli calabrese, I think this is. Sprouting broccoli. We used to grow that in my window. We might actually start growing it again. Bought it 3 times now. So. Olive oil, healthy fats, isn't that what they call it? Apple cider vinegar. Turmeric. Bit of cayenne. Chili pepper. Pepper. That helps turmeric activate, apparently. Apparently, if you eat turmeric with fats, it's good. So obviously there's turmeric and, what's it called? Olive oil. Pepper. I'm still using this Celtic salt up, and we're going to put this and try that. We'll use the Celtic salt in my Sunday lunches. We'll try it. We're just trying stuff, you know what I mean? That is a decaffeinated coffee. It might be organic, I can't remember. Like I said, we were down to 1 or 2 a day, like 6 years ago. Whenever my liver went originally, and I wanted to start looking after my body, I slowly learned over time coffee wasn't bad for you. Coffee was bad for you, sugar was bad for you, you know what I mean? And just started, over a slow period of time. The first thing I quit was booze, obviously. And I started eating more salads and greens and figured out what the liver liked. Broccoli, started eating that every night. Thank you to my mum. Without my mum, that wouldn't have been possible. So, right, food's nearly prepped up. We're going to tackle the Ps5 controller first because it's annoying the hell out of me. It keeps dying, the battery. Right, so food is nearly done. Got to turn my salad over now. We make it like a pizza, and then we turn the sides in. Because obviously I've just put loads of oil on it, and turmeric and pepper and salts. I want it to blend. Usually I put a bit of turmeric on the bottom and it all kind of stays on the plate. Right, we're doing it a different way. It looks quite good, this salad looks different. Because I've chopped it up with that bigger knife, it's surprising. It makes it, totally changes the texture of the salad. Yesterday's, whoops, I forgot I had one. I usually make a sandwich, but I've been a bit... Try a bit of this chicken tikka. Sure, it's definitely improved a bit because I wouldn't want to do that. Right, lemon. Whoops. Right. Next thing, as soon as we finish that, as soon as we got that 3D printer working, what's it called? 3D printer, get that PS5 controller, fix that. What's the next thing? Because we've not done anything for ages because we just been literally, we were half dead about a month ago. I'd say we were about half dead. Plastic off the printer. Right, what's next? So salad's done. Dish is next. 2 copper cups. We do need a proper little bowl. What we're going to do, we're going to let the water sit in there for a bit. And it infuses with the water or something. The copper. There, let that go off. Taking ages, man. It's like it can't be right. So a slice of lemon. Gonna go in the water. We've got a jug there. See the jug? That's for me kidneys in the morning. We haven't had any for about 4 days. So. wonder if it... Well, we'll fill this up out of curiosity and see how much water we need. That's how much water I want in there. Let's see how much it fills up. That's exactly the right amount. What? Alright. So apparently I let that sit in there. Yeah? I don't know. End of the night, 7 hours, maybe even till the morning. You don't want to be serving from it and using it every day like this. You know what I mean? That could sit there, say, for an entire day and not be used 24 hours, 36 hours, and it's getting too much copper. If this was copper, you know what I mean? Here we are. Salad's prepped. I'd say in a couple of days we'll probably make a keto cake and some jellies. Don't want to make too much keto cake. I'm not going to be stingy on my keto cake. I'm going to let myself have a big slice. Basically, we're just micro trying to eat some fruit again. So strawberries and blueberries and bananas. Got some bananas in the window. They're starting to go off though. Slowly do that, you know. That's basically what we're doing. And we've got another little thing we've been doing as well. It's very small stuff, but I've noticed the difference. Obviously, I've tidied my space a bit, so I've got a bit more like, let's call it feng shui, yeah? I know energy and what. I've had depression for years on and off. And my house was dirty years ago, and as soon as I cleaned it, I felt lighter, you know? So I've created a bit of space in my place now. Got a chair out of here, so I got a bit of foot room in here. I was feeling claustrophobic, well not claustrophobic, but like cramped in this room. So we might have a ginger tea later as well for our joints. Here's our definitely better in my hair. When I wash it, it still bounces out to about here, but at least it's not here anymore. And I got to put the oil on pretty much straight away. Otherwise it stays a bit fluffy. I don't know what you would call it. Can have a ginger shot. I can't find my shot glass. Take it back. We found it. A little bit of turmeric in there. Bit of ground pepper. Activates the turmeric. And a ginger shot. Getting there. Cheers, people. A healthy shot. Stuck in the bottom. We've not taken our tablet today. We're not usually having the tikka slice, but we're trying it. Apparently it takes 18 minutes. We will say 1:15, roughly. Right. So that's a lot of the food prepped. Right. It's a controller. Here's the controller. We could do this tomorrow. I'm a bit puffed now because it's 5 o'clock. So we're going to do this tomorrow, I think. Yeah, we'll do this tomorrow. We've got to get a little spanner on there and test what we got in there. See if any of this will work. On your bloody screwdriver. It's a bloody screwdriver. Where's my screwdriver gone? Right, we can't do that. Right, no 3D printer today then. Sadly. It's here somewhere, I've got to find it. It's an expensive one as well. Right. Yeah, we haven't got me a little screwdriver. I think this comes with a tiny set of screwdrivers. Yeah, it does. So that's alright for that. I'm going out tomorrow now. I'm puffed. I've been on the go for 3 hours and my body's not used to it. Especially my, what would you call it? My hips, maybe? Once we finish our Celtic saw off, we're changing it to the Veggie Gold. So tomorrow we might do the 3D printer. I'm gonna go and borrow some pliers off of somebody. Mine are over the room. Where's your ever glove gone? You drinking? And my bag. Find that bloody screwdriver. Here is my thingy. I think we'll keep it in the bloody. Where's the bloody screwdriver gone then? We're hoping this the screwdriver will appear throughout the night. We're hoping. So we'll let these stay here all night long. And before I go to bed, I'll stick them in the jar. Put my lemon in there, and that should infuse the lemon through the water plus the copper from the Ayurveda cups, whatever you call it. That should be a good place. I've got some keys. Bloody. We haven't done the 3D printer, sadly. Do that tomorrow. It's taken quite a while to prep all this. So. Right. Well, we can wait 5 minutes, alright? I'm going to do another sort of 6 minutes. I'm going to taste a bit of that pasty just to tell you what it's like. Because I feel guilty that I've not done the 3D printer. I need me a little screwdriver. And I need a spanner for here. Or, well, not a spanner. I'm going to have to get some pliers. And then change the head because it's still not working. So we're going to change the head, recalibrate. I don't understand all this stuff, but we're going to do it bit by bit. Recalibrate it and see if we can get it working. If we can, I don't know, we'll have to take it somewhere and see if they can get it working. We've tried. When we get it working, we'll put it back in the other room. Then we get that worktop space back. We might put the jigsaw on there. So. I don't know why YouTube kind of sends you 30. I'd rather just like one every 20 minutes and you have somebody to say hello to. You get 20 at once, you'll drop, they leave it once. It's like, I don't understand how YouTube works like that. It drops 20 on you at once and then it don't give you no one for an hour. You know? Wouldn't it just, it doesn't feel natural. Do you know what I mean? So what you might be seeing is some streams late at night or whatever, because I'm going to attempt to try and get off this stuff. Or we're looking at planning on 30 days in the caravan. So I'm doing it there, but we're thinking about doing like 2 weeks there dry, and then just weekends using it as a entertainment thing or something like that. wet. Oh my god, my pocket. Bloody hell. I usually spread one in one pocket and one in the other one. Everything was in one pocket then. Oh my gosh! Felt like one of them. Those dads with like their 80 keys on one key and the keychain's about that long. And they're like, why, you dude? You're driving the car. You don't need 30 keys with you, mate. What are you doing? You need a house key and a freaking car key. Whoa, why have you got like 80 keys? Do you know what I mean? What was one of them then? So we're going to do the PS5 controller tomorrow. We've got the little screwdrivers. We've got the battery. Oh man, you don't understand what that's going to be like. I'm not going to notice it after a week, but that's been an absolute minor pain in my ass for years. Since I had it, it died. We've got a new battery for it. We're not going to have to charge it up so much. People are on the amount of tuts, the negativity that I have not been noticing because I've got so much bigger shit going on. Excuse my language. But just literally every time I use it, it goes dead. It's like, I'm always saying, I've got to press the button like 10 times to get it to do one thing because it keeps dying on me. Do you know what I mean? Or I got to bend down and get the wire and plug it all back in again. Then you've got this big massive wire hanging out of it all the time. So, you bought it. That says something, people, for me. Because I've been thinking about it for a long time and I've just not been interested. And we've done it. We've started trying to fix the 3D printer. Trying to. We're not there yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there, people. We're getting there. Right, we're at the 1/4 the hour mark. Here is the pasty. Vegan pasty, apparently. Basically, it's just chicken tikka with no chicken. We've got to cook our mushrooms. We boo-booed a bit here. I'll tell you what it's like. So. Wet. Mini plate. I'll tell you what it's like, people. So that's the insides of it. We have it dry first, yeah. Taste bud test with nothing added. Mainly just bloody you know what. And obviously, when you add a sauce on it, if you want to, it's going to get even better. Bloody air, man. How does women deal with this? Alright. Right. We need an ever tray. What we might do is get the ever tray out and start cooking on that. I got the self-employed number. So I still got some milk, got some coconut water, been buying pineapple again. I don't like the pineapple chunks, I always throw it away, but I've been buying the slices again. So I'm eating one a day and it's lasting 5 days, just right, I'm not throwing stuff away. There was a trick to putting copper in your fridge can sometimes help your food not go off or something apparently. I don't know. Not advertising chocolate, but this chocolate bar was lush. Lint Excelus with orange. I ended up eating it all. But it was freaking nice. It to be that nice. It was full of like the orange stuff inside of it was like a cream. You know what I mean? Like is it a truffle? No, not a truffle. Liquid. Like a caramel inside of it, but not caramel, it was orange. Lovely. Ended up eating the whole bloody thing. Wasn't expecting it to be that nice. I thought it was going to be a hard bar and you just keep biting at it and I wouldn't want to eat it all. And because it was melting, I just nailed it all. It's like a drug, innit? You know what I mean? Or it's like an addiction, but it's not. You're not addicted. I'm not addicted to chocolate. Do you know what I mean? I'm addicted to getting myself to sleep because it's just so easy to shut down when I'm on it. But I'm not like, I don't enjoy it, you know? I've probably, let's say I've done it 365 times, 1,500 times. Let's pretend we've done it that many times. I've probably enjoyed the experience probably 80 times. Do you know what I mean? 80 times. It's not a lot, is it? It goes to show you I am genuinely using it for sleep. I don't know where me bloody Right, so you saw the pasty. It tastes alright. Obviously not amazing, but it's alright. Try a bit more of the tikka stuff inside. Yeah, there's the tikka stuff there. Yeah. Obviously still filled with pastry and all that, so it's not good for you. There you are. But it's vegan, so. Tastes right. Tiny bit of red sauce on that. I don't know, my organic stuff. I'd eat that, no worries. Or a bit of mustard, maybe. Yeah, a bit of mustard. So I know I like them now, so I can buy one of them. And there's some I like at the other supermarket. I haven't been there for ages though. There's like a cheese one. Obviously it's dairy, but it's a vegetarian one and it's really nice. So if I got a couple of them in the fridge and I get a bit peckish, at least I'm not eating meat. Do you know what I mean? I got to the point where, how do you explain it? Most people eat meat because it's been put in front of them all their lives, you know? Just same as me, you know? If I imagine you had to be born and you had to go out and kill the animal since you were young, it would be normalized for you. Like what I said a few times on my stream. Years ago I went to Lanzarote, I think it was, or Turkey, and some kids come out of the ocean. They were like 10, 12, 8-year-old. Come out with a squid on a harpoon. In my country, that don't happen. You go to a shop and you buy cod and chips, and it's battered. You don't come catch it. You know what I mean? So you don't understand that stuff. Does that make sense? So, if you're brought up with your mum putting bacon in front of you every day, sausages every other day, burgers once a week, pizza once a week, well, pizza could have meat on it. You're going to just be accustomed to it. It's going to be whatever you know. It's not going to be maybe. Some people think they don't like vegan or they don't like this. You don't know because your taste buds have been programmed into eating don't want to say it. Right? So you've been programmed since a kid. Whenever you brush your teeth in the morning, you just do it habitually. You've been programmed, don't you? Go to school, you learn a language. You've been programmed to speak my country English. Do you know what I mean? Here's a perfect example. My country was a tea drinking nation. It's more like a coffee drinking nation now. It's been programmed over the last 20 years to turn to coffee. Do you know what I mean? So everybody's walking around with lattes and stuff like that, where people would have a cup of tea. Do you know what I mean? It's just they've been unprogrammed from tea, programmed into coffee. Does that make sense where I'm coming from? So, if you can be a tea drinker most of your life and have a coffee in the morning instead of having... So the teas were like a day-long thing. Do you know what I mean? The coffee was in the morning. Now the coffee is kind of a day-long thing. And you've been programmed that way. Do you know what I mean? So you've been unprogrammed from drinking tea in my country to programmed into drinking coffee in my country. So you've been programmed, in my country especially, pork is massive. Sausages, fry-ups, whatever, sausage sandwiches, bacon sandwiches, you know what I mean? You're programmed at a young age. My mum used to bring me bacon butties all the time. She was brilliant, my mum. Absolutely brilliant. But I didn't know what I was eating, you know? Now I'm more conscious about my food. I can unprogram sugar in my coffees, and I don't have sugar in my coffee anymore. I can unprogram myself from thinking I like smoking, and I quit smoking, and I don't miss it. I'll never miss smoking, ever. It's the most stupidest thing I ever did in my life. That's just madness, that was. So, trust me, you can unprogram yourself from meat. I'm not pushing veganism, I'm not pushing vegetarian, but you've got this carnivore vegan. No, you can be in the middle. Do you know what I mean? You're eating meat 7 days a week. It's not your fault. You don't actually like that. You were programmed that. You can unprogram that slowly. Like this pasty here, no chicken in it, and it tastes fine. So that could be one time a day that you don't have any meat, and you won't even notice it. You know what I mean? It could be as small as that. My sausages that I bought that replaced my pork sausages, they are lush. I don't even miss pork. When I got them sausages, they're only caramelized onions. They are lush. Lush. That's 2 times a week I'm not eating meat. Now I would have ate meat. I could go over the road and buy a sausage raw. Yeah? This, I wouldn't say is the nicest, but I've got used to it. You can program your taste buds. This is a vegan sausage roll. As long as I cut it into slices, and I have a bit of mustard with each slice, instead of trying to, you know what I mean? It's fine. Do I like it as much as that? Probably not. Do I like it as much as my caramelized onion sausages? Probably not, but I could eat that with a salad one night if I'm peckish. Do you know what I mean? I can remove some meat from my diet. Am I trying to push veganism? No, but I'm trying to say it is easy to do. If we can have a English tea drinking nation be unprogrammed from a tea drinking nation to a coffee drinking nation, we can also unprogram ourselves from eating meat twice a day. Do you know what I mean? Or 3 times a day. You don't even need to eat 3 meals a day, but people could be out there eating 3 meals a day of meat. You don't need to. You've been programmed. If that makes any sense. But a lot of people out there, they're trying to argue with you and they're trying to tell you you shouldn't be doing it. I don't do that. I just explain it in a more... I stand back and look at it, and like, cause, you know what I mean? Once I quit sugar in my coffees, I realised how easy it was. Once I realised I didn't like smoking, I was just a bloody addict. You know what I mean? I started to notice it. And it's the same with meat. Milk, don't have milk anymore. I buy the odd milkshake, don't get me wrong, but I don't have milk on my cereals. I've had cereals twice this week, and both are done with oat milk. My teas and coffees, well, my coffees more, are oat milk. I'm not saying oat milk's good for you, because it has got oils in it, so. But I just wanted to get away from milk. Alright? Because I didn't realise what they were doing to the cows. That was a kind of... I didn't realise they were forcibly impregnating them to create milk for us, and then taking the calf away. I didn't like that one. Even though animals are being killed every day for this meat stuff and all that, but when I seen that on a video, I was like, I don't like that. What the fuck? You're impregnating an animal to make it make milk for me. Oh, I don't like that. No, I'm not having milk no more. I have the odd milkshake, don't get me wrong. I don't do perfectionism. As long as you're trying and you're doing alright. That's when I look at it. If I put that fish back in? Yeah. Right. So we're going to have to eat that later now. We wanted to taste test it. It's alright. I should have thought about it. It's just no chicken in there. It's going to be the same, but it's vegan. So what is in the pastry? I'm going to have to try and read the box and get the strong glasses on. What is in the pastry? Because that would mean if it's vegan, it wouldn't have no butter in it. I swear it's vegan. Yeah, it says vegan. Wheat protein. We're reading the ingredients, sod it. Do it while where my motivation levels can be a bit low. So I thought about doing it, but I didn't want to do it, and I just made myself do it. Whereas other people would naturally do that, but not me. So, fortified wheat flour. I'll have to learn all this. If it's good for you, bad for you, or whatever. Flour, wheat flour, calcium, carbonate, folic acid, iron, niacin, thiamine, water, palm oil, seasoned wheat, pea protein, wheat protein, potato protein, wheat gluten, pea protein, sunflower oil, not good for you, pea starch, don't know about that stuff, wheat starches, don't know about that stuff, black pepper, corn flour, rapeseed oil, not good for you, ginger, sugar in there, is there? Right. Garlic puree, coriander. So it's not perfect for you. It's got no animal stuff in it. Tastes fine, trust me. Maybe you test that, you'd be like, actually tastes alright, doesn't it? Oh, I don't like vegan stuff. Don't like it. Don't like it. Put it in front of somebody and don't tell them it's vegan. They wouldn't have a fucking clue because they won't get their ego involved or their programmed mind involved. I did it to a kiddie in a place once. So I was quitting drinking and I tricked him into having an alcohol. I ripped the label off. I gave him an alcohol-free beer. He was a proper alkie. I was an alkie. He was a proper alkie. Do you know what I mean? And he tasted it. I said, "What do you think of it?" I let him drink it. Oh, I didn't go on it straight away. I made sure he drank the whole bottle so he could taste the whole thing. And he was like, "Yeah, it's quite nice." No, I didn't give it away because you can get too excited and give the test away. And he drank it all and I said, "So what do you think of that beer then, mate?" And he said, "It was alright, that was. It's quite nice, that one, yeah. There's no alcohol in it, mate." He was like, "What?" This is a proper alkie. Air's definitely improved. I'm not so ashamed of it being down now. I've got used to it, but I know it's not good. You know, it needs work. But I can't bother. I'm washing it. I'm oiling it. I'm healing my colon at the moment, so that's going to help my hair. I'm healing my liver at the moment, so that's going to help my hair. Healing my heart at the moment. That's going to help me. So these are just sit there till maybe midnight and I'll stick them in the jug. So when I wake up in the morning, straight away, I can have water with some lemon, which would be good for my kidneys. We didn't drink water properly for about 4 years. We were drinking it regularly and then we stopped. Give our mushrooms a couple more minutes. We're going to take it out, put it on the plate, and leave our plate in the oven. We're going to go over and get some shopping from the local shop. And we're going to come in. And then we're going to eat my food and we're going to play a game. And that's it. I'm just going to chill out on a game tonight. tomorrow, I'll knock on my door for the pliers tomorrow. So I'll have a go at that printer tomorrow, what was called the nozzle. Change the nozzle, then we know we've changed the nozzle, we've changed the insulator, we've took off the plastic off of it. There was some melted plastic on it, which might be affecting the heat. We took most of that off. Then we're going to recalibrate it and then test it again. And if it don't work, then I'm going to have to take it somewhere because I'm spent on it. You know what I mean? I don't know if you can take it. Who would fix it? I haven't got a clue. I need a better one anyway, but I don't want to spend the money at the moment. So there's me tea. Some fish, good big salad, me mushrooms. And I got that chicken tikka thing to eat later, hence I haven't put so many mushrooms on. Right, catch you later, people. I'm going over the road. Ciao! Have fun. Never give up. And like I said, I'm not a vegan, but it's not easy to cut down on your meat, people. Alright? Maybe one day I will be a vegan. But I think I need some things that I want going for me in my exterior world. That allows me, like a bed. I don't want a garden, really. Or I want a motorhome. I want something that I want. Do you know what I mean? So a bed help me with my sleep, maybe. Give me a little bit more energy with a little bit. Maybe I'll sleep a bit better. I don't know. That's it. Catch you later, people. Thanks for hitting the like button. Catch you later. Have a good day. Bye.